What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to explain to you exactly how to get perfect fitment. So the first thing that you need in order to get perfect fitment is wheels. I'm not going to explain exactly how to measure for the wheels that you're going to get from scratch. Tyler Fialco did a really good video on that, so I'll link that in the description. I might throw a card up for it as well. Now, the way that I've always gotten my wheels is I look to see what other people are running on forums or online. I just do some searches because the cars that I always run, people have already stanced. So it's really easy to see what kind of wheel someone's running. And if somebody's running like an 8-inch wide wheel with a 0 offset, you can use an offset calculator to find a 9-inch wide offset that sticks out the same amount. So that's how I've always found wheels. Another way that I've done it is for my other car, the EG. To find the fitment that I needed for that, what I actually did was borrowed one of my brother's wheels. They were 16 by 8 plus 20, and I used some spacers as well as some washers to push the wheel out further to sit flush with my fender flare. And then I added the spacers onto that offset. So offsets go by millimeters, so his were 16 by 8 plus 20. So if you add a 25 millimeter spacer to that, your offset is now 16 by 8 minus 5. So you just kind of calculate that out. That's the offset that you end up needing. If you get a wheel and it sticks out a little bit too far, you can always add more camber to make it fit. If it doesn't stick out enough, you can always add spacers. So if it's not perfect, you can kind of dial it in a little bit and try to figure it out. This video mostly is going to be how to adjust your camber to get perfect fitment. So after you have your wheels and they're mounted on the car, you're going to want to make sure if you're static, that your coilovers are where they need to be so that your car is at the proper height where you want it to be in the end after you adjust your camber. If you're on bags, just lift your car up and then just let all the air out of the bags. So. Alright, so after you adjust your camber and you get it close to where you think it needs to be, then you just lift your car up a little bit off the ground and put a jack underneath the wheel. And then you want to jack the wheel up to see exactly where it sits. This might actually... So it's really close. But the wheel needs just a little bit more camber so that it goes all the way down. So the way this works is this side has normal threads and this side has reverse threads. So if I take this and I pull it this way, that's going to add camber. So I'm just going to do that. Just a few pulls here. And then we're going to see where that sits. So now we can lower the car back down and see how it fits now. Well, that's pretty good. The fender's kind of coming over the lip of the wheel a little bit, so I'm going to put it back out just a couple and then it should be perfect. Alright, so here's the real test. I haven't let it down yet. Let's see. Ooh, almost. I might just need a little bit of help. It'll settle. I just need some tire shine, and then that'll sit perfect. There we go. Just needed a minute to settle there. Cool. So I was watching this video while editing and I realized it could still be a little bit confusing. So I just want to clear some stuff up. Anytime I say add camber in this video, I'm talking about negative camber, which is where the wheels are tilted in. If I say to add camber, I mean to tilt the wheels in further. And second of all, I just want to summarize everything that I said because it might not make sense to some people. So basically the idea is you want to guess at first to get the camber as close as you possibly can just by looking at it, and then lower the car down, jack the wheel up, and if it's sitting too far out, you obviously have to add some camber in. If it's sitting too far in, then you have to remove some of the negative camber, and that will get your fitment perfect. Alright guys, that's the end of this short video. If you liked it, remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and if you didn't like it, dislike it, but Jenna will be mad at you.